They don't make it easy, do they? Every week, the Bears will put your heart in a chokehold in the fourth quarter, only to pull it out in the end. And the same thing happened yesterday versus the Steelers, although it was slightly different because the Bears were actually ahead by 10 points and they had to hold on, which they did. But I think it's time that the Caleb Williams critics need to calm down. Let's get into it. Welcome back to Bears Yard. This your boy Vipe. And the Chicago Bears defeated the Pittsburgh Steelers yesterday, 31-28, and another thrilling victory, which sends the Chicago Bears to 8-3, maintaining first place, sole possession of first place in the NFC North. But as I'm looking around Chicago Sports Radio and listening to the different thoughts and opinions today, there's a lot of criticism of Caleb Williams. Even heard over there on 312 Sports with Dan Bernstein and Matt Balacola. They keep harping on why Caleb Williams isn't hitting the open players and different things like that. And they're just bloviating and complaining for like half an hour about how he should be better, this, that, and the other. Listen, nobody, I don't think anybody feels like Caleb Williams has reached his maximum potential. We all realize that Caleb Williams can be better. But what we also have to understand is that there has only been one game, in my opinion, this year where Caleb Williams was probably the sole reason why the Bears lost that game. One game out of 11, okay? Which means the other 10 games, Caleb Williams gave the Bears a chance to win, although I guess you can discount the Lions game from week 2. But throwing out the Lions game, that means that 9 of the games, Caleb Williams gave the Bears a chance to win. He is not perfect. Again, we know that. But Caleb Williams is a quarterback that you can win with and you win because of, and you know that as long as he is behind center, you have a chance to be competitive in every game. He is the reason why I am not discounting the Bears on Friday against the Eagles. Because while, yes, everybody predicting doom and gloom and predicting the Bears loss, basically, I'm not. I absolutely believe that Caleb and the Bears can beat the Eagles because Caleb Williams is the quarterback. Yesterday, again, not his best day percentage-wise, but he did throw 3 touchdowns, had over 230-yard passing, and when there were plays to be made, he made them. He actually threw, I think, a 25-yard touchdown pass on a play, which he did a hard count, drew the Steelers defender offside, and in the free play throws a 25-yard laser to DJ Moore for a touchdown. And I think the announcer compared it to something that Aaron Rodgers would do in his heyday, which is apropos given the fact that Aaron Rodgers was across the sideline watching Caleb Williams because he decided to duck us and didn't play yesterday. But we see what Caleb Williams can become. And again, it's interesting because a lot of people have talked about how Ben Johnson has broken him down to build him back up, basically throwing out his rookie year with Matt Eberflus last year because he didn't learn the proper techniques of playing quarterback. So now he's learning the proper techniques this year. And, you know, we are 11 games in, but still quarterbacks don't develop right away. Now, people will tell you that his accuracy is not a factor of his development. It's just throw the ball better. I don't know if I could completely agree because he's still learning the offense. He's still learning where players are going to be when they're supposed to be there, different things like that. He's still getting used to the protections in front of him. So I think it is actually a part of his development because I don't know if you realize, but Caleb Williams' accuracy isn't always on Caleb Williams. It's also on the receivers to be where they need to be and be in a position to catch the ball when they're supposed to catch the ball. Does Caleb Williams miss open receivers? Yes. I'm not absolving him of complete blame. But it's not 100% on him when he's missing open receivers and different things like that. At least sometimes it's not. I'm not going to say all the time, but sometimes it's not always his fault. But what you cannot deny is regardless of his completion percentage, and I think right now it's just around 59% completion for the season, right? The Bears are winning games in spite of it because he is making the plays when they need to be made when the game is on the line. I don't really give a damn about his completion percentage when the team is 8-3. You all will look at these statistics and different things like that and how quarterbacks are developing this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. I'm worried about winning games. Right now, Caleb Williams has the Bears in prime playoff position. The Bears literally control their playoff destiny because of the play of Caleb Williams. But we want to sit up here and nitpick his accuracy and his footwork and all this monkey crap when he's winning game after game after game. The Bears have literally won 8 of their last 9 games, but we want to nitpick everything that Caleb is doing wrong instead of talking about what he's doing right. I'm not having it. I am not having it. Y'all need to calm down, shut up, sit back, and watch Caleb grow and mature like everybody else. It's the same crap going on in Minnesota right now with J.J. McCarthy, although J.J.'s having a lot worse of a season, but people don't want to give him time to develop. Just because he gave himself an alter ego and called himself 9, and he's having not the best first season, people want to give up on him. Why is it that the NFL is so impatient when it comes to developing young quarterbacks? That's why the league can never get them right, because they don't give the young quarterbacks time to develop and learn these systems and learn how to play the position properly. If they don't do good immediately out of the gate, then you give up on them. It's ridiculous, it's asinine, and it's what makes the NFL's evaluation of the quarterback position so antiquated and outdated. It is time that the NFL thinks differently about how it evaluates quarterbacks moving into the future, because the teams that know how to properly develop one are the ones that are doing well. The Buffaloes and the Kansas Cities and the Baltimores of the world, who've developed Mahomes and Allen and Lamar Jackson. Unfortunately, when a quarterback is properly developed in this league, it seems to be few and far between. But I'm going to need you, Caleb critics, to shut the hell up and let Ben Johnson develop this man properly. Because when Caleb Williams puts it all together, he is going to be literally one of the most unstoppable quarterbacks of all time. He has a laser rocket arm. He has an acute understanding of the way the game is played and what defenses are throwing at him. He has legs where he can scramble, run, do what he needs to do to evade sacks. This dude literally has everything that you need for a franchise quarterback over a long period of time. Caleb Williams can literally be the Chicago Bears quarterback for the next 10 to 15 years, and the Bears might be in the playoffs every year because he is that good. But if you listen to these people on the radio talk about him like he's like garbage or something because he's not the most accurate guy in the world right now in year 1 under a new offense and a new coach, it might make you think that, man, he sucks. But if you actually watch the game and watch how the Bears keep winning and watch what he does in the fourth quarter and in crunch time when the game matters most, then you understand that you're looking at a guy who is definitely a franchise quarterback, a cornerstone for a franchise that has been historically abysmal at developing quarterbacks. Now you have one, but you want to throw him out the window because he's not the most accurate guy in the world. Shut up. Shut the hell up. Hey, let me tell you something real quick. I told you back in the summertime that Caleb Williams and the Chicago Bears would win the NFC North. What I did not realize is that not only are the Bears more likely to win the North this year if they didn't keep going the way they're going, if they beat the Eagles on Friday, damn the NFC North, we're talking about now the Chicago Bears potentially playing for the number 1 overall seed in the entire NFC conference. Damn the North, the Bears have a chance to get the number 1 seed in the conference. Why? Because of Caleb Williams and Ben Johnson. I am sorry. I am not here for you overtly negative Nancy's who want to nitpick everything that Caleb Williams does wrong when the Bears are 8-3 and are damn near poised to take number 1 in the entire conference. But what do you think of Caleb Williams and his performance up to this point? Are you happy with where Caleb Williams is and his development as a quarterback for the Chicago Bears? Are you feeling like the other people out there that his accuracy needs to greatly improve? This, that, and the other? Drop a comment and subscribe to The Yard for all things Chicago Bears.